literally banned in every single region. First two tends to dominate most of the map, and it makes tons of space. And a person who loves space, as we've seen multiple times, especially when he's playing something like his Morphling, is Shiro. He just thrives when he's given any type of opportunity like this, and I don't know, it looks risky, right? They give the Brood, and they also go for a risky pick with an Alchemist and a Nyx Assassin. Two heroes we don't see very often. It's Kaka, though. He tends to play his heroes, and they may just get first blood.
This is how you deal with the Brood. You kill him.
Get him.
First blood here for Xtreme Gaming as JT takes down Zeo.
Cool. Good stuff. Yeah, I think Kaka is one of the few players in the world that I think we'll still see playing like Lion, Shadow Shaman, Nyx Assassin. These heroes that just do struggle a lot in laning aspect and overall team fight aspect. They're more about the pickoff and stuff like that. So let's see if he's able to utilize it. Because, yes, can absolutely see where they're going with this Nyx. Playing versus the Ember Spirit, good way to catch. And they have Storm Spirit to play with that vision. So, yeah, let's see if it works.
Okay.
Like I said, it's a risk, but could end up paying off.
I mean, because what is the risk? Because as you say, you know, we've had so many games where it's like, well, this Nyx Assassin could be good. And as you said, this is one where it is that you got that setup to catch the Ember Spirit by surprise with the Flame Guards going off into the Spike Carapace. And of course, like Silencer, he doesn't want to run into the Nyx Assassin in the middle of the jungle, in the middle of a team fight. He's going to get blown up.
Absolutely.
But what are the downsides? Like, why is nobody else playing this hero?
For the most part, it's, well, we have a quick pause, perfect timing. He has kind of like a dead ability. Mana burn overall, it's been nerfed so many times to kind of the ground. Everything else is great. Your Impale is a good ability. You've got a pretty okay talented talent 10 also to boost it up. Carapace is great because especially lately, I feel like there's more uncontrollable damage than ever. Problem is, it's not a targeted stun. It's very difficult to land sometimes with this Impale, and your overall like team fight aspect is just not there. And honestly, Vendetta is just difficult to use also because the rise of sentries, the rise of gem and stuff like that, you're usually just seeing it all the time when you're trying to make some aggressive move, and your lane is weak. So let's see. I mean, I'm always looking forward to Kaka playing this because I feel like he's always the one that brings these heroes back that are just dead. It's like Sand King, Nyx, Lion, Shadow Shaman.
I mean, for sure, right? Because Lion in particular, not really a lot of teams or really anyone sort of else playing it. But you know, when Kaka does play it, it's been great. You know, as we've seen, you know, Xtreme Gaming, they're here at the top. 6-1 on the series, same as PSG.LGD. They've had a great season.
Absolutely. Just can they endure the pressure, right? It's a very pressure-based draft that we've seen PSG.LGD go for, and so far,
Verifier, but should still be going down here, Planet. Another kill.
Nice aggression.
And for Xtreme.
You move like a
Nicely done. Ghost definitely not really last hitting, of course, as we're seeing him miss many last hits here up tier. I think it was like 3 or 4 that he missed under the tower, but they're going for kills instead. This Brood, what is this Brood set? Have you seen this one
It's
before?
pretty spooky, isn't it?
Pretty gross.
What is it? It's like some Halloween. It's a pumpkin. He's wearing a pumpkin here.
Arcane Infestation Candles. I don't think I've ever seen this one.
I think it might be one of like the rare ones on the Diatide chest or something.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's like 2 different pieces of it that just look spooky. The candles and the pumpkin on his head.
It's definitely not the scariest Brood. The scariest Brood set's still that one that makes the Brood just look like a real spider.
True. Zeo?
Oh, they won't quite get him. He's got too much regen here.
But they're going for tons of just kills, but you're seeing Ghost definitely missing a ton of last hits. I mean, he's at 5 right now. See the Morphling down bottom, he's at 12. So Shiro making sure that he's getting all these last hits. He has upgraded Wand, great Wand lane when you're playing versus Timbersaw.
I mean, with the way sort of the lanes are, Xtreme Gaming going to be able to have the resources to get someone stacking for the Alchemist?
I think so, because I think JT at some point maybe can just get left alone with level 2 reactors, so maybe Kaka will go looking for these stacks and stuff like that, but dangerous also, because you're playing versus this Ember Spirit who could look to just contest those stacks early on. Yeah, let's see how these last. I'm going to be watching top a lot, because we don't see Alchemist too much. He's played more lately around just like trying to kill in laning phase rather than playing for like Greevil's Greed and farming any type of summons, especially because the summons also come out at 6. Yeah, definitely not easy for Ghost to get these last hits. He's getting zoned off of most of the range creeps. Kaka? He actually juked him. It was like the funniest juke ever, just right around the tree line. And how's mid going?
Super close right now.
Yeah. Should be a
Super close.
Storm-favored matchup, but nothing to say. Always tends to do well no matter what he's playing against. I'm going to say that, and then he's going to die almost immediately after, probably.
Sure. I mean, yeah, both great mids, but honestly, I think nothing to say. He's had a bit more of a kind of reliable performances this tour. Paparazzi's had a few moments where things have gone a bit crazy.
His laning phase, though, looking great. Seeing them check the runes, nothing to say. He'll be able to get the top rune, and Kaka takes bottom. That hurts Paparazzi, though. He has no bottle. Someone's got to maybe die. Get some refill, as maybe it's Paparazzi who just dies.
They get the chains. They get the drag back with the telekinesis.
Oh!
Kaka! Oh, he's in with the stun, though! And all right, whilst Paparazzi may go down, it's not before they take out nothing to say in return.
Wow. He actually gets pulled under the tower. A little over-aggressive there, gets punished. And Kaka, he actually skills Mana Burner too. Cool.
All right, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he does build, because as you say, what Mana Burn just... You feel it's the weakest part of the kit. So the question is, are you putting points into it to make it work, or is it just going to be the one casual point?
I'd imagine it's just the one casual point, just to have more aggression inside laning phase and stuff like that. But see if he switches it up. Oh, he brings his items too, so he's got tranquil boots. He can get moving.
All right.
So he can definitely stack and look to set up on those lanes as you were talking about.
Well, because like JT at this stage, they're not going to kill this Timber, the two of them down there. JT's super. How safe is he on his own?
He's pretty safe, unless he's literally like at the tower and they chase him all the way forward. JT should just be fine. So yeah, lanes looking good. Alchemist also now starting to get those last hits. Ghost has a point in the Grievel's Greed.
Yeah,
slow
start for Zeal on the Brood. He's now the one that's being held behind in CS. Does that really? How much does that affect a Brood's gameplay if you have a slow lane?
Honestly, from what I've seen, not really too much.
Sure.
Because he still does Brood things.
Yeah.
And he's very good in the matchup versus the Nyx and the CM. They don't really
JT, he wants the courier, and he's going to get it as well.
What? And top, here's Kaka.
They want to go for him. And with the three of them, they got enough damage. Zeal is into the trees. He's going to be able to walk away. And now PSG.LGD, they can look to turn. They take down Kaka. Now look towards DY as well. But, another concoction will be there, so Ghost makes sure that PSG.LGD won't be able to dive in for DY as well. They keep Zeal alive.
I've seen him a lot more. I think it's because of Kaka, though. I think he forces this sometimes, like the rise of tri-lanes, right? We saw it the other day where he like went with them with like this triple wave, and he just dives the enemy carry because they had the triple wave.
I mean, yeah, and it makes sense as well, because like, JT can be left on his own, but the same to be said for Shiro, right?
Yeah.
As a morph against the Timber, he should be able to farm pretty easily, and you're not going to die to a Timber Saw unless you do something completely crazy.
Yeah, he could die to a rotation, but they have ward coverage, so they will see the Storms moving down. Storm, though, Paparazzi, he's been blessed lately with just getting almost every single rune, I feel like, in most of these games. He's got a regen, so one of the betters.
He was the one on the Ybb game the other day, right?
Yeah.
Where he's getting DD after haste after arcane. He was having a great time. But this game he's hoping out for, regen rune's definitely higher up the list of what he wants to see. Fantastic rune to play with as the Storm.
And he keeps it going. He actually was under a ward, and they were trying to break it, but he actually has his own ward, so
he's going to make a move with it as well.
Oh, nice.
TP to top. Cool. This is a very good player from Paparazzi. In with the catch.
Beautiful.
Perfect stuff there from the Storm.
Keeps the regen going.
Yeah, knows that they're looking for him bottom and that there's going to be no backup for Zeal top.
That was crisp. Yeah. It's like he knew where the vision was almost, because bottom, we see the ward placed from Why You Smile, and he actually went right into the, right into his triangle area and started the TP, so it's very sneaky. Really well played. And now he's placing it more aggressive vision, so they have vision of the rotation from
they see
nothing
this
to say.
coming in, so PSG.LGD aren't going to be able to catch them by surprise. In fact, Paparazzi is just going to go straight in onto them. Gets the setup onto Why You Smile. Ghost will die. PSG.LGD are able to just focus the carry instead and ignore the move that's being made here towards the triangle.
They're likely to lose this ward now after getting the courier snipe, and with the way they set up on the kill onto the silencer. Probably going to get almost instantly dewarded. Planet actually holding on to Sentry for now. Finishes up Arcane Boots. Maybe expecting that they're still in the area. And super aggressive wards.
Yeah, I mean, that's nice as well. Right? Getting that one on the cliff, because you know that the way with that player, as you say, they're going to check the other cliff. They're probably not going to check both, so...
Nice stun, Kaka.
Oh, but still nothing to say. Able to jump back over with the Remnant, take down DY. Paparazzi gets Why You Smile. He's got a lot of wand charges, so he should be able to wand and zip out of this one. We'll see how much he wants to chase, though. Nothing to say. He does. He's going to dive in for this one, and with the big hits from that maxed out Sleight of Fist, he's going to be able to get the triple here for sure. Big kills there for nothing to say.
I think he is super rich now. I think his orbital corrosions at base are on the courier, and he's Got 1,200 gold. Shiro actually gets
He's
killed.
got him, JT.
Wait.
I mean, I said, you know, I didn't expect the Morph to be dying to a Timber alone, but JT just able to dive upon him, chase him beyond the tower, and maybe the TP just coming out a bit too late. He was already too low and had no other way out.
Wait, where was he TPing? That was a long TP, no?
No, I think he just only just started. He was going back to base.
Oh, okay. I was blind.
He just started really late. I don't know if it was
Okay.
on cooldown or why he didn't go for it sooner, because obviously nothing to the only way Timber can cancel your TP is by killing you. That's what happened. Oh.
That's a pretty massive kill, honestly.
Nothing to say. Should be fine here. Just trying to mess with Ghost, who's attempting to farm his jungle in peace. But, PSG.LGD, they're heading in.
Ghost.
And he's going to get caught by the chains. He's got one concoction to throw out, catches onto the spider, but Planet's in from the side, and with the Fade Bolt, they're able to bring Ghost down. DY as well to full double kill for the spider.
Well, they killed him a few times in lane, but the spider things are still occurring. Quickly jumps into the jungle, takes him out, and soon going to be able to pressure this top tower. But JT having a explosive game.
I mean,
he's
massive
been killing
solo
it.
kill, and now can put pressure on the tower. Shiro has been hunted in the jungle. And we'll get the opening stun, but not quite able to get the vortex off before the morphing begins.
But he's been pushed to jungle pretty early on. I'm very impressed with the way JT's been playing lately.
So what they want to do here. Ooh. That's a very dead-looking Rubik. Ghost joining the action.
I like how involved he's being. Even though he's... How many deaths does he have, actually? The 2 deaths on Ghost, he's still looking pretty good. Sure, 4th in net worth, but so far, having a very good setup. And yeah, shutting down Shiro. Like I said, I'm very impressed. JT, just with this early aggression. Now they're going to send him top to Park versus the Broodmother, and maybe going to be able to keep this tower alive for some time because of how good his start is. Level 9.
I mean, absolutely. I think it's going to be tough for Zeal to push through this. JT should be able to keep a good hold on this area.
He's got a full mech.
Yeah, it's quick. And that on top of the Ring of Health. Good luck bullying the Timber out of the lane bottom. Shiro, he tries to step up for the creep wave and indeed gets caught by Kaka.
Just Kaka things. Playing Nyx Assassin. People forgot what this hero even does. 2k lead.
They want to go for JT. They know that he's a problem right now. They're bringing 4 heroes up here to take him down. They cannot let this Timber continue like this. He's already feels like he's getting out of control. 4 heroes here from PSG.LGD. Let's see if they can take him out.
Arcane Rune. They should have enough here, but under tower, they're
hesitant. They know that it's a tough kill. JT on the retreat planet with the stolen Timber Chain will be able to close the gap. Chains into the telekinesis. The mech's popped. JT, he will be taken out. PSG.LGD identifying what needs to be done. DY,
they glyph it.
He's trying to clear the creep wave, but indeed the glyph's there. And PSG.LGD will take DY down as well. Good move there. Very much needed. JT, he was getting out of control.
Absolutely. And Planet, he actually doesn't even steal the freezing field. He keeps Timber Chain. He wants to keep the pure damage. It's great. I mean, it's amazing spell for positioning, for damage, etc. As top tower will go down. But Ghost getting tons of space from this. Even though they sent JT top, it forces 4 heroes up there. So Ghost, he pretty much has Relic done. And he's got, not really that many stacks, so. But either way, he will have that Relic in a moment. Nothing to say, though, having a pretty ridiculous timing here on his items. Corrosion's done. Maelstrom's done. Just full aggression. Look at his build. 0 in Flame Guard. All about just getting the catch and the setup onto the Storm.
Absolutely. And, of course, being able to hold on to his tier 1 tower.
Kaka having a very good start, though, also for his Nyx Assassin. Pretty important, as we were mentioning, this hero sometimes does struggle in the laning aspect and stuff like that.
Oh, they're going to find him here,
though. Likely to die, though. Cursed. My lord. Wicked sick for nothing to say. He's been the rock for this team every single time, it feels like, always. If someone's struggling, it's definitely not nothing to say.
Yeah, had a crazy series against Aster. What was it, yesterday?
Oh, his Timber was beautiful. Ghost. Dropping very low to these neutrals. He'll be okay, but means he can't show up to go for the defense. And I think JT maybe doesn't want to show up either, because I think he's realizing they do absolutely have damage to take him down.
Yeah, they're moving as a unit at PSG.LGD. And yeah, as you say, in a way that Xtreme Gaming, if they want to show up, they've got to do it with numbers. So we'll lose their tier 1 mid.
Still don't think they're too fussed. The Alchemist is getting this free farm. Paparazzi's also doing very well. Sure, nothing to say it's having this explosive game, but you've shut down the Morph, essentially. Shiro is struggling in this game. And they will always have catch for him. Kaka.
Planet. He's trying to close in. He'll get the catch onto DY instead. We'll see Paparazzi's it for the global silence is there. So stop to the freezing field. Nothing to say. He's in. Gets the chains onto the two of them. DY goes down, but Ghost, he has the concoction. Turns over the Ember. They catch the Ember Spirit. Nothing to say to fall. See Zeal as well, trying to escape. He's going to go for the TP out. They've got the Vortex back up. Double kill for JT.
And why? Why Spy looks pretty dead here. Radiance is online.
This is exactly what XG needed to hit back at PSG.LGD with. They turn up, they give them the team fight, and now able to push down mid, get some pressure onto the tier 1 tower. Ghost, top of the net worth, exactly where he needs to be as an Alchemist.
And JT, again, I'm getting the last hit here on the Ember Spirit, who's having this explosive
check
game.
this replay.
He's huge. It's a good global to start everything out, but XG, they brought numbers. They were very ready for this fight to go down. And they get the catch on the Ember Spirit, the important one.
Yeah, as aggressive as kind of nothing to say wants to be playing. Just a couple of bits of control and it's enough hit. Caught by the Frostbite into the concoction. There's no way out for him.
JT he really is just having such a killer game. 4-1-1 on this Timber, 140 last hits. 140 last hits, like that's actually pretty nuts. Triple clarity, so he can stay on the map. Greaves are done. He's got the Dispel already for that global.
Kaka trying to scout out in the jungle what's going on, but we'll pretty much find the entire squad of PSG.LGD.
He's scouting. Yeah, we see the lock, so he can use his arcane boots freely. Waiting for the team fight to be able to assemble those Guardian Greaves. Yeah, level 12 Timber. So he's got level 2 Chakram, so, I mean, crazy explosive damage. Even if they catch Shiro in some position where he's not prepared, they have the damage to kill this Morphling. Shiro, he's had some very free Morphling games a lot of the time. This is not one of them.
No, he's getting kind of dragged into the action, and it's hurting his farm.
Still looking to play fast, though. Ghost.
They're going for him. Stuns there as well as the freezing field. A fair bit of damage coming out from DY.
Stolen.
He will die for this,
and they get Ghost.
He got a lot of damage out, and now Paparazzi's going to go in aggressively with the Vortex, but Shiro turns up with the Adaptive Strike. Takes out Paparazzi's 3 dead on Xtreme Gaming. Just JT and Kaka left. We'll see how much JT can do on his own. As Kaka's having a retreat, maybe Kaka goes down, Spike Carapace is back up as Shiro turns into the Timber Sword, closing the gap on JT, and he's going to be able to take him down. A massive kill there for Shiro, putting a stop to JT.
2 back-to-back huge kills. I mean, we're talking about him getting pulled and getting involved.
I mean,
this is a dream one.
Absolutely. Beginning the recovery here, he can start working into what is going to be kind of the Asher straight into the BKB, very much feeling the pressure this game, knowing that he has to fight. And if that's what happens when he does, I mean, more of the same is only going to be good news for PSG.LGD if they can keep getting Shiro involved like that, getting these big kills.
Getting any of these kills early on Alchemist, too. If he's having this type of game, it's worth so much. And yeah, this is a matchup that does go both ways versus the Timber Saws we do see a lot of times with this Morphling. Yeah, he's got pure damage to burst you down, but then he also can just turn into you and have pure damage to kill you on the flip side.
Yeah, very good use of morphing into him there by Shiro.
Yeah, he doesn't have like the game where he can go. This isn't a game where he can go like the Aghanims and turn into some crazy hero that he just dominates because he's got that. He just steals their stats and everything like that. He's playing versus strength hero, so a little bit different. So he has to itemize differently, but either way, Shiro getting involved now, catching back up, level 13.
That's what Xtreme Gaming can find. They want to catch one of the big cores.
They want to do something while Global's down, especially. So Paparazzi, this is what gives him a little bit of freedom. If that global's not available.
They might find Shiro. He's on his own in the triangle. We'll see how prepared he is for this move, Shiro.
Oh, they should get him. Whoop. Never mind. He actually sees him. He just had finished off that neutral. They can't quite get on him.
So if they can settle for anything else instead, it's going to be tough, yeah. The whole of PSG.LGD keeping themselves behind towers.
Does mean they're likely to get the tier 1, though. Close game so far. 3K lead so far for XG, but it's a lot of it just into that Alchemist, of course.
PSG.LGD, they see if they want to go for a move themselves now that they know that Xtreme Gaming smoke comes to an end. Kaka scouting things out. He's actually going to be able to open up onto Planet. And there's the follow-up. Paparazzi's in. The global silence comes out as well as they heal. Planet's still alive. He's able to turn and get his spells off. Shiro's in, gets it aggressively, takes down Paparazzi. The stun's there onto Shiro into the freezing field. Shiro, can he get his way out of this one? He's shifted into strength. but
dead.
won't be able to build the HP up. He goes down, but it is 3 dead on Xtreme Gaming. A lot of lives lost it just to bring down the Morphling. See Ghost trying to go for nothing to say, but a good dodge with the remnants there. Well, okay, still follows through and catches him with the stun.
Ghost has crazy item timings right now. BKB and Radiance is done. This is like the dream to be able to fight really early. He is quite massive this game. They did set him up for success with a lot of these stacks, and they shut down the Brood. I mean, they've done a great job of dealing with Brood. We've seen a lot of teams really struggle to deal with it, but so far, so good.
Yeah, it's not a sort of game where like the Brood is just like taking over a complete part of the map, right? You know, we're not seeing Zeal really being able to play inside of the jungle of Xtreme Gaming. He's kind of having to stick to his own half of the map, which never really feels ideal.
No, he has to like just be like a team fighting Brood on his side with everybody. So XG though have some, I mean, ridiculous timings. Global did just come back up during that fight, so I think it caught Paparazzi off guard, but they're playing super aggressive on XG.
And nothing to say. He was prepared. Jumps out in time before Kaka DY are able to find him with the setup.
I feel like for XG, just keep going. Like they're gonna have Blink coming out for Kaka, so they've got an extra initiating factor to let the Storm, to let Paparazzi maybe pick and choose his battles. And I believe, yeah, JT, I think he like has his, he has his Lotus finish too. So he's got a Dispel for himself, and he's got a Dispel for his buddy now too. So it can actually protect Paparazzi. And he takes the rune. Good stuff from XG so far.
And JT wants to get in. He's feeling pretty unkillable with these items now.
We've had a bunch of games where they're like maybe 7 kills or something at 20. Oh, and there's 36 kills in 20 minutes. This is super chaotic.
A lot of action this time round.
And even with those 22 kills, we're seeing XG, of course, having that lead in the gold. Ghost he's gonna have AC pretty soon, Owen. This is pretty crazy item timings. And let's see if what talent he goes for at 15. I love this acid spray talent that grants armor to allies. So let's see if he does pick that one up rather than damage.
I think it will.
I think so.
I think the extra armor sounds pretty fantastic against the 3 cores of PSG.LGD.
Freezing Field still stolen for Planet. Kaka. It's brought down.
Yeah, and Planet's also, he's very close to the blink.
Mm-hmm.
Very close to having that for the big plays.
You have to be careful when you're playing this CM versus Rubik at times. Sure, I mean, they have a lot of ways to cancel it, so that's the one fortunate thing for them. They just use Carapace, of course, or something, but... Yeah, Planet's also... Wow, crazy. I mean, Planet's level 13. Wait, I just realized that. He is part of 22 of 23 kills on the Rubik.
Yeah, that'll
do it.
That will indeed.
JT?
I mean, he knows that they can't really get him.
No.
Unless for some reason he enters into the fight with both his Greaves and Lotus on cooldown. They're not catching this Timbersaw for now.
They soon can likely try to force like a Roshan or something like that. Ghost, like we said, his timings are getting pretty crazy. AC, BKB, Radiance online. He's got the 15 talent now too. The Acid grants armor. Yeah, I think it's Roshan time.
I mean, they'll want to do something about this PSG.LGD. They won't let them get it for free. They'll definitely go for the fight.
They have BKB on Shiro also, so he's a lot more survivable.
Oh.
Planet.
Got the catch onto Kaka. We'll see the zip from Paparazzi. Zooter was nothing to say. They've taken out Kaka.
No, this is BKB.
Nothing to say. The BKB's pop turns back in with the chains onto the 2 of them. Commits over in onto DY, but Ghost is beating into nothing to say. The heals come out. The Ember's still sitting at a decent amount of HP, so they can go for more here, PSG.LGD. Both supports of Xtreme taken down.
Paparazzi held his BKB. Important.
Well, nothing to say. He wants this arcane room, but he won't be the one to grab it. Paparazzi, he'll be the one to play.
Goes for the high 5. It's very important that Paparazzi held BKB, though, for this next upcoming fight. They're still global. It's actually level 2 now for Why You Smile, and they're starting to pick up their 4 steps, so they have more saves.
Sure.
But all these holds of BKB and stuff like that, it's in preparation for if that fight around the Roshan does come, so very patient. And XG, again, what's the next item? Ghost, I think he's already got it finished. He's got the blink. So another form of initiation. They have now 3 different ways to pretty much start the fight on XG, and they're going to smoke with it.
I mean, yeah, if they can get in with some sort of blink stun, they absolutely can take down even like nothing to say, right? How long is the BKB still on cooldown? It's 25 seconds, no BKB. He's playing on his own down bottom for now. He will be ready to head over if a fight kicks off. Ghost.
They get
to get the follow-up. And get the opening stun into the concoction. Is it going to be enough? He's able to put the BKB. In fact, Shiro's ready to turn. He just able to beat down Kaka there with the right clicks. The jump's been made, though, over towards Why You Smile, so both teams are support down.
Here comes nothing to say, though. BKB up in 3. Paparazzi was forced to use this. It was an Arcane Rune, though, with the BKB, so it's going to come up a bit earlier than expected, maybe. A good read from PSG.LGD, though. They knew this is coming. They're waiting on high ground. Planet has the ward. Or he has the ward in his inventory, but he was just like watching and waiting for them while they walked up. Get the quick blink out. Global was needed.
Still enough, at least, from PSG.LGD that Xtreme Gaming don't feel safe going into the pit yet. So Roshan, still not an option. It's viable for either team was. The full squads are back alive.
It's impressive that they're fighting back even at this like kind of deficit. Like you said, Ghost 20,000 net worth. He's going to be soon 2 heroes put together as this Alk. And might just get another jump. Kaka.
He's not able to find the clean opening. In fact, Planet's able to get the blink off. He's off to the side. Paparazzi will continue to dive in, though. They'll take out the tower. They get the frostbite onto Shiro. Shiro turns into Kaka, using the spike carapace against them. He's got another waveform up. See if they can keep diving in over towards Shiro. They'll get another connection in. Paparazzi goes. He's low on mana, though. And Shiro can get spike carapace off once more.
No way.
He's getting out of it. Paparazzi's out of mana. They can't chase this morph anymore.
What? Ghost doesn't want it to happen, though. He's in more.
He's going to get Why You Smile, at least, but not the big kill they hoped for there. Nice plays from Shiro, using the power of the Nyx Assassin against Xtreme Gaming. Those spike carapaces tripping them up a couple of times.
The Force Staff, too. Just his buddy bailing him out. Why You Smile gets a beautiful positioning for him. But now this might have opened up Roshan. 30 seconds. No silencer.
I mean, we'll see if nothing to say can go for some sort of steal. He has his BKB up, so he could play aggressively. We'll have a couple of remnants to play with as well.
Might feel like he has to.
They can send in the spiders for some information. I mean, it's not going down that quickly, so definitely a high chance the PSG.LGD look to do something here, but the jump's been made! Nothing to say, steps in the river and he gets immediately caught! Feeling strong there underneath his own wall, but of course, Xtreme Gaming, they had the vision down as well in the river, and with nothing to say getting blown up like that, it becomes a lot more difficult for PSG.LGD to enter onto this one. They're not going to be able to stop Xtreme Gaming. Zeal steps forward, he gets caught as well. Xtreme Gaming, 2 huge core kills, Roshan and the Aegis, all for them.
Oh, and they're really doing it. I mean, Kaka, he may be 1 and 9 on Nyx Assassin, but he is getting every single one of these connections. JT, standing in their face, knows he's pretty much unkillable. Wait, backpacked his Guardian Greaves? What? Whatever. That's a bit of a weird play there from JT, but whatever. Super nice plays. I mean, they're super confident in the way they're going for these jumps. I mean, Kaka, it's no hesitation. He immediately goes for these blink stuns if they have vision. Honestly, the Nyx is, you know, a hero that's kind of been dead across most regions. It's looking pretty damn good this game. Even if he has the 9 deaths, he's getting these beautiful jumps. Like we said, it's 26 kills for the side of PSG.LGD, but if you look at the supports, DY has 8 deaths, Kaka has 9, so 17 of those are the supports. It's quite a lot of kills that aren't really that meaningful. And yeah, Ghost now level 20. Crazy item timings. Basher's also finished.
I'll get rid of Kaka. Planet. It's going to look towards them. They put the global, but Ghost there to put the BKB. They've nothing to say with the opening stun. Did get the flame guard off in time, and now there's his BKB as well. Paparazzi commits onto the sports of the back line. Nothing to say. Low on HP. Last remnant to get back under the tier 3 tower will keep him safe. They'll turn their attention over towards Shiro instead, throwing out the concoction. Chains holding back Ghost.
They just don't have the damage, though. They keep on killing supports, but they're having some big issues dealing with JT and Ghost. These 2 bruisers are just way too tanky for them to have pretty much any damage until they get... Honestly, until they have like a full another item on Shiro, it really feels like they just cannot handle these 2.
I mean, full Abyssal Blade now as well on Ghost.
Oh, boy.
Any stun that catches the Ember or the Morph, they easily have the follow-up. It's so difficult for Shiro, nothing to say, to commit in these fights now. Something's going to catch them.
Even with their BKBs. That's the thing. It's like now they have multiple forms of catch. And they kind of have to pop the BKBs almost instantly whenever the jump is coming to them. So, yeah, XG, it's a beautiful performance from them so far.
And see on the odds here provided to us by our partner, esportsbet.io. Very much seeing that Xtreme Gaming, they are in a comfortable spot right now. PSG.LGD, they've got a true struggle against them if they're to turn this game 1 around.
They came with a plan to deal with this Brood, and it's really working. Like, Brazil is bottom of the net worth of the cores.
Yeah, it's not often that we see teams let the Brood through and live to not regret it.
Mm-hmm. Just super aggressive. I really like the way that XG has just been setting up the entirety of this game. LGD, they're trying to respond to deal with this aggression, but it's pulling, like you said, it's pulling Shiro into a lot of these fights that maybe he doesn't want to turn up to. Now Shiro, he is level 18, so we have max morph on him. See if he's going to be able to make anything happen of it, but it's, like we said, it's not the same when you're playing versus an Agi. You go Aghanims, and you're always just constantly morphing into them and reducing their fight potential. XG, they're always ready to fight. Well, for LGD, they're very cooldown reliant, it feels like. They're looking for more.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Kaka.
Look at his positioning.
He's started off so many great plays. He's looking to do it again. Panic, but he's just going to get found AFK in the trees.
And that's global. Completely wasted global there from Why Smile trying to protect his bodies.
I mean, yeah, time to hit the base.
Paparazzi did use BKB, so at the very least there is that. If they can get on top of him, I think they're pinging it. Planet's probably telling them. But they have to get through the bruisers.
Yeah, getting past JT and kind of the 2 lives on Ghost with the Sages. Not be easy. So they are dissuading them from committing for the push. I mean, there's still a tier 2 down bottom. XG can look to take that instead.
They should have a good feeling of the positioning that they're in to just like constrict the map at this point. But LGD, they want to try to come outside. It's under vision though. It's immediately spotted from that ward that Kaka placed.
So what Xtreme want to do with this information? Just avoid it or fight
I think they
into
want to
it?
fight.
JT's heading over. And Kaka, he's able to start off with the 2-stone, catches both, nothing to say, and Why You Smile. And that's the Ember gone. See if they can lose anything else here. Zeal, he's also caught. I mean, Kaka just does it again there. Gets him with the stun, and it just completely ruins him. Diving into the base. They've got the concoction, they've got the bashes, the pullback of the vortex, they've got Shiro. As this one, I mean, there's still a fair few towers and buildings up, but they may start considering typing the Gs here, PSG.LGD, as when you're getting jumped and destroyed like that, I don't know if there's any recovery.
I thought they were going to call it right there. They're just getting dove in the base. I mean, Kaka, relentless.
He's doing it on the Nyx Assassin, he really is. He's been doing it on the line this tour and now doing it on the Nyx Assassin. Very much one of these unique and fantastic support players that they've got their own style, they've got their own hero pool, and they don't care what everyone else is doing.
Oh, and he's 1-11, by the way. But does it feel like the impact is ridiculous?
That's the thing, right? Don't look at his KDA, just look at his gameplay. And you'll see what he's doing here for the squad.
I mean, beautiful stuff. The angles that he's getting, he's always finding. It seems like he's always just finding the angle on top of him to start the fights. His cores are just having amazing games because of them doing this. Sure, Paparazzi's been shut down a little bit, but he's still 11, 4, and 8, so he's still having that impact. Yep, this is phenomenal stuff. I mean, people are gonna have to. Honestly, Kaka does this all the time. He comes back. Yeah. It's like, oh, Kaka hasn't played in some time, but this guy he makes magic happen.
I'd say, very much Xtreme Gaming that they're going to be one of those teams that you're playing against them. You're like, do we really have to like ban a Lion and a Nyx Assassin in this current year? Maybe.
It's every time Kaka comes back to playing. It's like he takes his little break, then he comes back, and you're like, oh my god, this guy. It's definitely a good patch for him, it feels like, right? With all the spirits being so prominent, playing Nyx, playing Lion, playing Shadow Shaman, they're good
honestly,
versus the spirits.
That's the scariest thing, right? That these heroes that he plays, right, Nyx Assassin and Lion, they're not in a great spot right now. Maybe next patch, these heroes are going to be even stronger.
Look at him.
And then imagine Kaka playing these heroes with a buff.
He dies, but you know what? That's fine.
He set up the fight. He didn't even need to cast a spell. He just gets it, gives the information, and the rest of the team's ready to follow up. They take down Zeal. They're going to look to try and chase Shiro. The concoction's out. Ghost close the gap.
That's got to be it. Waiting for the Gs. There it is.
There it is. Game 1 going to Xtreme Gaming. And PSG.LGD, they'll be shaken up a bit from this one. This was a game where they're allowed to open up with the Brood. And now, definitely a bit of a power play position for Xtreme Gaming coming into game 2. Because I guess the question for PSG.LGD is like, well, do we pick the Brood again? Or, what do they have to go for a different approach? Because it's clear that Xtreme...